coffee, man. I wonder if Debbie's going to be our first victim on a Sunday. Sunday. I hope you've turned your clocks back. I know it's obnoxious as fuck. Feels like 6, but they call it 5. Went out for a walk with my dog. The moon and the stars are still out. I didn't bring a flashlight with me. We hiked all the way up my mountain in complete darkness. But the pathways, the hiking trails that I've cut in are so nice that you can literally walk it in flip-flops at night without a flashlight. And that's what I just did. That's how fucking nice my paths are, man. I did a good job. So yeah, total darkness. In fact, I went off the path at one point and I could hear my feet crunching on pine needles because I couldn't see it. And Rogan fucking went back on the path and I just followed the dog and I was back on it. I was like, wow, dude, even Rogan follows the foot trails that I made, man. And he won't poop on them. He won't poop on them, man. He'll walk 10 feet off of one of the trails and go off, do his business, and then he'll come back. He knows. He won't do it. It's fucking awesome. Nick Brown, Richard Magnarelli, good morning. Let me go ahead and refresh the chat, and maybe we'll get an accurate number of who is watching this morning. We are broadcasting to 16 channels. We are live on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, DLive, Twitch, and more. 6 channels on some of these formats. So, you know, feel free to spread it around, share the love. Evan's been doing a good job talking to people on Twitter. You know, he's engaging people in conversation when he sees them use the term weed because it's starting to bother him. And I understand that sentiment. I went through this whole thing, guys. Understand that. For years after I decided I was going to start calling it cannabis, it bothered me when other people called it other words. And I had to, it took years, and I had to realize that I can't just go after people for using the terminology that they choose to use. When we're in my show and we're in my house, it's different. And I have a little bit of power in here, you know, to say, hey, we got to call it this, we got to do that. It's my show, and that's how I want to run it. When you get out there on the internet, man, and it's, you know, and if you support free speech, it becomes a little tricky to get that message to people. So I offer that you treat people with respect no matter what terminology they're using, and that you just approach them with the reasons why you decide to call it cannabis, not why their reasons to choose not to call it cannabis are bad, okay? Because generally people call it what they want to call it and they don't have a reason for it. Really, they don't. Until you start engaging them and then, oh, all of a sudden they've got so many reasons that they've never even thought of before. Hey, Consuelo. Hey, Bob. Bob, I grew up my first plant this year and I think I screwed up the curing process. Okay, well, tell me what happened and maybe, you know, I can help you. Tell me what's wrong. You guys are just full of activity and chats this morning, aren't you? That's okay. I've got plenty to talk about. You guys can sit back quietly and enjoy your cannabis while I talk, which is fine. I mean, a couple more hellos would be nice. Good morning. Happy Sunday. No law regarding cannabis. Anything? Nothing? Talk to me. Nobody's gonna talk to me. Okay. That's cool. I don't mind. So, like I said, we do have plenty to talk about. For one thing, I want to talk about what's going on with Evan and Twitter. Evan got involved with some people that were using other terminology to refer to cannabis. And he imposed his beliefs on them on Twitter. Not as rude as yesterday's, like what Doc said to some people, but still pushing. And, you know, we can't push at all because nobody likes to be pushed around. Mr. Colorado, Kansas City, Missouri. Okay, BJ, right on. Michael Haig, good morning. Jacob, I like totals. I like totals. Steve Running, hey buddy. Ryan, hey, nay, happy Sunday. Phyllis Hernandez, hello from Atlanta. How's it going in Atlanta? Artie, morning coffee with Nay on the Daily. What's up, Artie? What's up, guys? Hello, hello. So, we already talked about yesterday the reasons why we do that. But I want to talk more about the approach, being tactful, being polite, and still getting your message across. And there's a way to do that. And the way to do it is, when you address somebody on the internet, no matter who they are, hey, Evan, we're talking about you right now. Whenever you address someone on the internet, no matter who they are, in your mind, pretend that they're your best friend, your significant other, your sibling, or your parent, or your child. Someone who you love and respect. Treat everyone on the internet with love and respect. Wait for them to be the first person to throw the names at you, and then all bets are off. Right? And then you get to have fun. And then you get to call them whatever the fuck you want. But you don't be the first person to call someone a name. You don't be the first person to push your opinion on somebody and to it's more than encourage. It's demanding that they use our terminology. It's never going to work. Ever. We're never going to tell someone you're racist for using the word marijuana. We're not, because we use the word cannabis. You should be like us. And they're going to be like, well, fuck, I'm going to be a racist then, and I'm going to smoke my marijuana all day. That's the response we will get back. I know, I've been through this. I wasn't as rude, though. No, Evan, you were not as rude. You're doing really good, buddy. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I was too pushy. Yeah, maybe a little pushy. That girl that you thought was a guy, she blocked you, I believe. She started following me. And she started liking my shit on Twitter. So, Evan, you're doing the right thing. You really are. You're engaging people about this, and that's really good. Yaz991,000 has been watching my videos since 2014. Get the fuck out of here. Thank you so much for that. I hope that you will go back to YouTube. You'll go into the search. You'll type Nay's Garden. You'll find all 6 of the channels that I'm broadcasting to right now. You'll subscribe to each one and click the notifications thing next to it and click all on all 6 of them. So you'll get at least 4 notifications every time I go live. It should work. I want you back for every show, Yaz. I hope you come back. Things have changed around here, but they've changed for the better. I hope that people appreciate it. And you guys can show your appreciation real easily by going onto Facebook right now and sharing this live feed in large groups. Even if you're watching from YouTube, if you're watching from Twitter, if you're watching from any other format, head over to your Facebook, grab the link, go to Facebook, and share this around anyway. Then come back and let me know that you did it. And tell me how many times you shared it, okay? I would love to hear from you all. Tell her I'm sorry if you can. I did not mean to be a dick. I was being a dick after she waved a flag in my face, and I said, fuck your flag. Is it Ben Shader on YouTube? Yes, Tina. Yes, it's Ben Shader on... No, it's Ben Shader on Facebook. I just said, Tina, it's Nay's Garden on YouTube. It's right there. Nay's Garden. Nay's Garden on YouTube. BJ just says, germinate seeds, question mark, question mark. Okay, that's not a question. Evan, I will definitely tell her, though, that you're sorry. I will definitely do that for you. I will relay the message. But yes, I got to stop being so pushy. That was my bad. At least I got her to follow you. You did. You did. And that's fantastic, because now she'll get to hear the message from somebody who's not going to, as she perceives it, ram it down her throat. Of course, you weren't doing that, but that's how people take it. And I understand that, everyone wants to smoke their cannabis and just chill out, man, and just get along and love each other. I know, but don't you want everybody to have access to that? Don't you want your neighbor to have that benefit? And don't you want your family and friends and people that you don't even know in other countries to have that privilege to be able to chill out and smoke cannabis? Well, that's all we're trying to do by calling it cannabis. We're just trying to get access for all. We're not trying to control you. We're not trying to make you do something you don't want to do. And if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. We'll still be your friend. All we do ask is that you just don't use those terms on my live stream. That's all. You come in the live stream, we call it cannabis, period. When you go out of here and you want to call it whatever the fuck you want, that's on you, man. But what I found is that when I call it cannabis, it starts that conversation, right? And people ask why. And when I use it gently, and I don't get all highfalutin and act like my shit don't stink and act like I'm better than people because I know the correct terminology or something, and then I rub it in their face, and that's never fun for anybody. We don't want people to be turned off, right? So it's all about the approach, and it's all about, you know, talking to somebody as you would want to be talked to, with respect and love. And if you do that, people, they might not agree with you, but they will definitely be more open to listening to what you said. And they might not agree with you. And I guarantee you this, I have a really strong feeling about this. That Damien guy, I have a feeling that in a few years, he's going to call me back, he's going to contact me, and he's going to say, bro, I'm calling it cannabis now. And he's going to thank me. He's going to be like, I remember the whole interaction we had. He said, I know it was a little traumatic from both sides, he says, but now I see the benefits to using that term. And he's going to say, and I know it doesn't make me feel cool to do it, but I understand the utility and the necessity behind changing the language. It really will make a difference. It's like not using the N-word when referring to black people. It's the same thing. They're discriminatory words. They put something down. They're negative, and people just, you know, a lot of people that used to use the N-word to refer to black people, they didn't even look at it as negative. They didn't realize that it was being bad. They didn't think about other people's feelings. They didn't consider it. But eventually, the message got out there, and now, socially, it's unacceptable to go around calling people the N-word. Whether you put the soft A on it and you're a black person calling another black person that or not, it's still pretty fucking uncomfortable for people. And, you know, anytime someone uses that terminology, I'll always call them on it. You know, and I'll do it sternly because they deserve it. Not the cannabis thing, but the N-word thing. I have very low tolerance for racism. Somebody should have already fucking informed you. You should have at somebody, and if you didn't at somebody, you know, it's on you. And I'm going to put it on you. But, you know, cannabis and using the 5 discriminatory words, marijuana, reefer, weed, pot, and dope, those are all discriminatory. In one way or another, those 5 words are discriminatory. You come at me with ganja, you can come at me with grass, you know, and if you want to limit it, if you want to boil cannabis down to something as worthless as grass, fine, it's a little discriminatory, but still not as bad. You could come at me with you know, all the fun names that people have called it, all you want, and it's not gonna be as discriminatory. Okay. Jason Harbin just said, sadly, both parties are against marijuana reform without making money off it first or control. Jason Harbin, on my live stream, we call it cannabis, okay? Can you please not use the racist term marijuana on my live stream? I would really appreciate it. We're literally just had a whole conversation about it, and I guess you just got here and you didn't hear any of it. Brian, what's up, buddy? Welcome back to the show, bro. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. Thank you so much. It really is a racist, discriminatory word. The word marijuana is, out of all of them, it's probably the worst one. Out of all the terms to describe cannabis, marijuana is the worst one. It's the most racist. It's the made-up word by the guy who wanted it banned. It was made to make Mexicans look lazy. And to paint them as bad people. I'm glad I sparked the conversation in 2 streams. Evan, way to go, buddy. I love cannabis. Cannabis saves so many lives, including mine. David, what's up, buddy? Shane! What's up, buddy? Nobody says the M word in here, pal. Nate, you made my day. Thank you. Evan, you made my day, bro. When I saw you engaging people in your own way, man, I'm so proud of that. At first, I was like this. You're like, dude, could you help me? And I was like, you're talking about fucking sucking each other off, bro. It's like, I don't know if I want to step into that fucking mess. I was like, oh, fuck it. It's Evan. He's a gardener. I got your back, bro. I don't care if you suck dick, bro. That's funny. Jennifer Holloway. I'm 100% legal in PA and was at a head shop. And you can't say bong. It needs to go legal on a federal level. Ryan, I've been kicked out of head shops before for using the term bong as well. It happened in Orlando, Florida. They said, you can't use that terminology in our place, blah, blah. It wasn't me. It was my friend that I was with. Somebody else used the word. We both got kicked out. Or I think they got kicked out and I got to stay in. I think that's what happened. And I can't remember who my friend was at the time. Isn't that funny? But I do remember where the shop was located. Still, it is sad that our plant is becoming a political item that is being used by both parties to further voting agendas and not helping people. I don't think cannabis has become a political item, really, at all. To further voting agendas? I don't know what you're talking about, Jason. You might have to... Jason, you might have to enlighten me on that. I have no idea what you're talking about. Nobody's talking about legalizing cannabis right now. Nobody. So, Trump's not going to do it. Biden's not going to do it. So, I'm kind of confused. I'm freaking dying right now, Tina. Oh, is it the whole dick sucking thing? What's that? Hey, I wouldn't have said that, but he fucking threw it out there on Twitter, okay? He's the one that put it out there, so it's on limits. Anything that you offer is on the table, people. Evan offered it up. It's on the table. But you can say water pipe and concentrate. It don't make sense. Right. It's legalities. That's how they lock those people up. So they have to jump through those hoops to stay out of jail. And they have to make their customers jump through those hoops too. Hey man, I totally understand. I understand the hoops part. You know, and you're right, it's obnoxious. And I fucking hate it. But, hey man, on my live stream, we don't want people using those 5 discriminatory words about cannabis either, right? So I totally understand limiting the narrative or muzzling certain words. Hey man, I do it on my live stream all the time. You guys see the ... dots when people use certain words on here? It's muzzled words. To achieve something beautiful. And that's access for all. And that's all I'm trying to do. You know? Steve Moulton, morning, Nay. I mean, I would love it if all these pot, weed, dope, marijuana, weed people on Twitter were preaching that everyone should have access to it, but I've never heard anybody really... Well, until this morning, that girl that blocked you, bro, she retweeted NLRC, bro. I said, I'm going live right now. I was so inspired when I saw that. We were literally arguing with somebody, and she came across, and she started following me, and she retweeted no law regarding cannabis. You know, it was fucking beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. And that's what it is, right? It's really not about me increasing my viewer numbers. I would love to do that, but that's not what it is. It's about getting people access to cannabis. Did she really? Yeah, she did, bro. I'll tweet her right now and I'll ask her to unblock you so you can get back in on the conversation, okay? Let me see if she will do that. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if she's listening right now and she unblocks you. If you could, let me see, her name was Americana Blunt. Hey, Hemp Queen, Americana Blunt, if you are watching, would you please unblock my friend Evan 420 Free Julian Assange on Twitter? I know he said fuck your flag when you put up the American flag. That's a whole other thing we could talk about. Once again, you know, it's the wrong way to approach people. And it's my fault because I'm the one that started the whole fuck your flag thing. But I need to stop doing that. And anyway, if you are watching Americana Blunt, if you would please unblock Evan 420 and allow him back. He's a good guy. He's just learning how to interact with people in a more healthy way so that he can share his opinion and not step on people's toes. If you would just give him that, I would appreciate it. I see that you followed me, and I appreciate it too. If you're not watching the live stream, and it is a little narcissistic of me to think that you are, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to tweet at you. No law regarding cannabis was your last tweet. So I'm just going to tweet on that. Would you please consider unblocking Evan at Evan? Evan's Garden. He is sorry for name calling. Wants to be friends. Thanks for considering this. Okay, there we go. There. I hope she unblocks you, bro. Damien, we all know the history, but if you have to take everything so literally, you might need to smoke more weed. Oh, I mean cannabis, says Damien. So funny. I think I'm going to retweet that just because it's fucking funny. It made me laugh. I'm glad at the end he said weed. He says, oh, I mean cannabis. That's growth, man. That is fucking, I don't care what anybody says about his attitude or anything. The fact that he said weed, oh, I mean cannabis, that's movement in the right direction. So, Americana Blunt. Okay, I really hope that she will unblock you, bro. And I called her bro to perpetrate her. I shouldn't have done that, but I did. I said, nice pink shoes, bro. Because at that point, I realized we were talking to a woman. So, I mean, I was perpetrating you too when I said that, Evan. I hope she didn't take it too personally. I don't think she did. But, I realized when I saw her on her roof with that flag, she had pink boots on. I go, that's a girl. That's how no guy would be wearing pink boots on a rooftop. Hey, I think, no, maybe not. I was going to say, I think she's watching, but, hey, Slowski, see, Mr. Slowski. She's going through and liking all of my tweets, man. I really appreciate her. It's really nice. She's a girl who's like, oh, no shit, okay, I'm just leaving it then. I'm not going to get into it with a woman on Twitter, Evan says. Bro, and let me tell you something. Good idea. Women always win Twitter, bro. You don't want to fuck with women on Twitter. They will fuck you up. It's like picking up two cats that are fighting. That's what engaging a woman on Twitter that disagrees with you is like. You might as well go out, find two cats that are fighting, and just try to pick both of them up. That's where you're going to fucking end up. Enough discussed, I think, says Karsten. Roger. Hey, Roger. Good morning, Sean Nelson. And let me just tell you guys, if you are watching from Twitter and you're wondering how you can converse with me on this show, go ahead, pull up your YouTube app, type in Nay's Garden on YouTube, and find one of my channels. I've got 20 of them or so, but there's 6 of them that are broadcasting this show right now live. And you can chat at me from any one of those YouTube channels. I'm also Ben Shader on Facebook. I should be broadcasting to 6 of those channels. You can go on Facebook and you can chat at me from any of those 6 shows as well. So there's 12 places, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook, that you can run to right now. If you want to get in here and you want your chat to appear right here, all you got to do is go to either, I'm Ron Placoning, Facebook, see the F right there, or see that where Evan is, YouTube right there. And then you can talk to me right now live during this live. If you're on Twitter and you're like, I can't talk to this guy, I don't know how to get in touch with him. That's how you talk. That's how these people are talking. They're talking to me from Facebook and from YouTube for the most part. I would love it if you're new and you're watching from Twitter, if you would come over to one of those other social media platforms and give us a shout and just say hello. let us know that you came in from the cannabis word discussion or from some other place. Join the discussion. Grab some coffee or whatever it is you enjoy in the morning. Get some cannabis, some dabs, a bong, a pipe, whatever it is you're doing, rolling up a doobie. Sit down and enjoy the conversation that we have here. We've got a lot to talk about today, and it's going to be a really good show. And believe it or not, we're 25, 26 minutes in. We're just getting started. This show is just starting, and the reason why is because it's daylight savings. We're an hour earlier, so I decided to do a nice long show today. And I was, like Evan says, I inspire him. Well, he inspired me on Twitter, and so many of you guys like this new person. What was her name? Americana Blunt. She says, I'm going to block your hate speech. She said to you, Evan, she says, I'm going to block your hate speech. Said, maybe hemp is better for you. Clearly the cannabis strain you're using isn't helping you connect with your heart nor head. Just your arse is coming out loud and clear. Get a grip. That's what she told you, bro. She says, do you experience psychosis often? Kip is watching on Periscope. Oh, yeah, on Twitter. You can also talk to me from Periscope if you're on Twitter. Twitter and Periscope are basically the same thing. If you pull up Periscope, yeah, but Periscope, I don't like it. I don't like the platform. It's quirky. It's unreliable. The playback sucks my dick. I don't know why anybody would watch my show from Periscope unless maybe it's because I have a horrible internet connection, and when you have a good internet connection, Periscope works good. Kip, let me know. Does Periscope work good for you, bro? Because I've never been able to watch a solid video playback and participate in chat from Periscope in a viable manner that would bring me back to that format. I fucking hate Periscope. I fucking hate it. Jason, what's up, buddy? Tina says, yikes. Karsten says, subscribed anywhere there's not one channel I didn't. Okay. Evan, if you give me your shirt size, I'll send you a free shirt, bro. What's your shirt size? I'm thinking small or medium for you. But I have no idea. I'm just guessing. I'm just throwing that out there. It works great for you. Ah. That's good, Kip. It must be my shitty-ass internet connection, man. You know? Because Donald Trump promised the whole goddamn country high-speed internet, and we still don't fucking have it. Yeah, I'll send you a free shirt, bro. Give me your shirt size. Large? Okay, I'll send you a large. I got you. Just private message me on Twitter your address. God, you're a large, bro? I don't even wear a fucking large. Holy shit. Yeah, and if you guys are all wondering why I'm sending Evan a free shirt, it's because he was on Twitter engaging people about calling it cannabis, and he was trying to do it the best way he knew how. And then when he felt like he was failing in the conversation, he tweeted at me and he said, hey, bro, can you fucking step in here and help me out? Yeah, that was exactly what I asked you guys to do yesterday, and he did it. So he's getting a free shirt. And anybody else wants a free shirt, I mean, take some video of me when I'm making sense, make it less than a 2-minute video, post it on Twitter and send it at a whole bunch of people, and you might get a free t-shirt too. All right? I would love to send out free t-shirts to the people that really go out of their way for me. I want to go out of my way for the people that go out of their way for me. And there's nothing wrong with that. I beg you guys on here to promote me all the time. And some of you do. But, you get a little bored with it. And you do what you can. You do what you think I'm going to see. But you don't really go too far out of your way. Some of you go way far out of your way. And those people, hopefully I've appreciated them enough. But there's absolutely nothing I would like better right now than to send you a free shirt, bro. Absolutely. I was really impressed this morning. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, wow, with someone like Evan and people like Doc and people like David C. Baker Jr. and people like Steve Running and Randy Church and you know, the people who really took their time to figure out, Karsten, who figured out how to use social media to their advantage. You know, you didn't really know what you were fucking doing. You guys are fucking social media experts now, man. And you used that knowledge to help the cause and to help me. And I couldn't be more proud, and I couldn't be happier. I mean, there are days when I will do a live show and there will be 11 people watching, and I get really depressed and I get really discouraged. But I forget, and I need to put a sign up that says, you are oversaturating your audience. I need to just do that, not so I'll do less shows, but just so I know when there's only 11 people here. It's not that you guys don't want to watch my show. It's that, hey, one of you guys had to go fucking use the bathroom, and one of you guys had to take a shower, and one of you guys had to go to the store, and one of you guys has kids, and one of you guys has a job, and one of you guys is going and watching Graham Elwood or Tim Black or Tim Pool or H.A. Goodman or Kyle Kalinske or Ron Placone or Jimmy Dore when I'm live. You know, or you got a pet and you're outside walking him, or you're fucking doing your fucking, you know, some kind of billing work or something, or you're doing your taxes, or you're mowing your yard, or you're fucking painting your fucking house, or there's a million things that you guys do in a day. And I get discouraged because I forget that. And I'm like, I'm live? Where the fuck is everybody else? Well, dude, I'm doing 3 fucking shows a day. What the fuck do I expect, man? I need a sign. It says, you are oversaturating, so just calm the fuck down. And it's okay when there's only 11 people here, because I know I'll go live another time and there'll be 40 or 50 people watching. So my point is this. What you guys are doing is incredible work. You are laying the bricks for the foundation of this show. And I know you guys are like, dude, well, bro, you've been doing it for fucking 10, 12 years now. When are you going to finish the foundation? Aha! Aha! Great question. I don't know. You know, I think the foundation will be finished when this number is 100 every time I go live. I think at that point, we will have arrived. Every show, though. And I think at that point, I can fucking lay back a little bit and relax a little bit. And you guys can lay back and relax a little bit, too. I love this, though. I fucking love that there's 34 people watching me right now. I have to tell you, it's a huge number for me. I turn a lot of people off, man. People can only watch me for so many minutes or seconds even, and then they have to walk away. And I understand that. Look, I say this all the time. I'm going to say it again. I can't even watch my own show. So I give you guys a lot of credit for putting up with this guy, because this guy's fucking insane, man. I'm in. I bet your room smells nicer than my room. Adam, you're the first person to say anything about that subtitle. Thank you, buddy. Bro, I've got the lids cracked, and they're just letting out just the perfect amount. Oh, you know, here, we can close these now. We just want to air them out a little bit every day, right? And this one too. These have been cracked open for about an hour. All right, so now we're going to close them back up. They're all cracked. Well, not all of them, because look, this is hilarious. Okay, you guys want to hear something? You know how I always tell you I'm not a master grower, I'm not a master grower, I'm not a master grower. I'm not a master grower because I know all the things that master growers know, but I don't employ them all. Well, guess what? Not even that is true. Because I thought up until halfway through this curing process, all right, now I'm just learning, I thought that I was supposed to wait until the branches snap and then box them up and then not have to worry about humidity and mold. Well, I was about halfway through the cut down process, right? I'd already taken down 2 plants. I let them dry until they snapped. Then I boxed them up. And I was looking at them and I was like, man, I am so sick of having to rehydrate my buds every year. This year, I want to catch my buds before they snap, box them up, and then let the humidity out slowly every day a little bit until they're perfect. I don't want those stems to snap. I want them to break and bend, okay? I don't want them to snap. When they snap, your buds are too crispy fucking dry. Now, I know that from years of doing this, but it took me until, 4 days ago to figure it out. So, hey, man, not a master grower still, and that's a great reason why I'm not a master grower. But now I know, and next year or in 2 years when I do this again, I know. Box them up a day before the branches will snap. You're going to have to spend time airing them out and turning them over and making sure that you don't get mold, and it's a fucking pain in the ass. But let me tell you something. Your buds will be spongier. They won't break apart. They are going to taste better. They're going to be smoother. You're going to like your cannabis better if you do this. Sometimes extra work is worth the trouble. And in this case, that's going to make these buds better. Now, it's not going to be 30% better, but they're going to be better. They're going to be the way I want them. So I could take my dried buds from a year ago, and I crack them up, put in my bowl, and they're smooth, and they're great, and I fucking love them. I could take these buds, it won't crack up. It'll just kind of sponge up, stick it in the bowl, smoke it. It'll be so smooth and tasty. And I'll be like, wow, man, I think I'd rather smoke this stuff. It's fresher. Tina is a manager of a hotel with 158 rooms. I work just this week. I have 2 days off. Oh, right on, Tina. I was wondering what happened to you. Is it wrong to cut them on a slant? That makes no difference. Roger, beautiful girl. Very true. Manager of a hotel. Okay, Roger Batchel. Okay, am I Alison Flower? Roger. That's narcissist of me. Who cares? He's first. Should be in a dark place. Eric Rundberg. I think you're a master grower, man. Fuck, you have a good yield. You cured is better. Yeah, you're right. You know, the guy who said the boxes should be in a dark place, that's Eric Rundberg. Eric, I keep my blinds closed. See, my blinds are closed, and this light is LED. It doesn't produce any heat. So usually light produces heat and makes it warm, which isn't good. Now the light itself isn't so bad because not all of this plant is exposed to direct light. Number one, these have a little bit of a cover on them, so that helps. Number two, they're stacked on top of each other, so a lot of these buds underneath aren't even being exposed to light at all. They're in the dark. Number three, I've got these out here so you guys can see them. I want you to see what I did. I want you to learn, and that's why they're out here in the light. Now, when I'm done teaching you guys, these are definitely going to go in a dark closet like I always do. And the guy is right. They should be in the dark. Absolutely. But, you know, a few days like this, not going to fucking hurt them one bit. The light's not going to hurt them one bit. If you leave it out in the light, you don't want to put a bag in the fucking, on a windowsill and ever expose it to direct sunlight. And you don't want to leave cannabis. It's okay if you leave it rolled up in a plastic baggie on a table, but you don't want to leave it unbagged or unjarred, just sitting out on a tray. It will get really dry and crackly, a little bit more harsh, lose a little bit of flavor and a little bit of potency. So, you know, it does help to keep it boxed or enclosed, sealed up. Okay, in my opinion, light can help with post-crop physiology. Eric Rundberg says, I love you too. Thanks, Eric. Light can help with post-crop physiology, in your opinion. Yeah, Paul, I have no idea what you're trying to say, bro. I truly love what I'm seeing right now, says Tina. You know what? I want to smoke some cannabis. I haven't yet today. And I feel like I would really appreciate it. Yeah, we want to talk about the Biden bus being almost run off the road by a bunch of Trump supporters in Texas. We're going to talk about that. That's definitely something we need to talk about. One of the things we always talk about on here is people need to not take shit so seriously and to not be so angry and not so mad. I wonder how Trump supporters would feel if that was the Trump bus and a bunch of Biden trucks with Biden flags on it tried to run the Trump bus off the road. Just going to kind of flip it around here for Trump supporters. So if you were in support of those people getting in their vehicles and slowing the bus down, getting in front of it, slamming on their brakes, trying to run it off the road, if you're in support of that, then go ahead and you can tell me if you would support the same thing being done to your dear leader, Donald Trump's bus, as it went down the highway. Go ahead. Is that okay? Is it okay if it were a bunch of Biden supporters doing it to your dear leader? Would you support that too? Kind of interesting, huh? Isn't it funny how when you flip it over, how all of a sudden it's not cool anymore? And yet, people, all of those assholes that were in those trucks, none of them could see it that way. None of them. They got in their trucks and they did it. How would they like it if I got in my fucking Chevy, my big-ass 2500, and got in front of the Donald Trump bus and started slowing it down, and then some of my other buddies in their big fucking trucks came over, and we had big old Biden flags in our trucks, right? Which I fucking hate. But still, hey, fuck you. Biden 2020 flags. And then we got in front of the Trump bus and we slowed it down and we threatened it and we tried to ram it. You know, we made them think that they were going to have to run off the road. I wonder what Trump supporters would say about that. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny when you think about it? Because you know exactly how they'd feel about it. And so isn't it ironic that they would choose to get in their vehicles and literally try to run the bus off the road? Isn't that ironic as fuck? They would simply wait there on the road for the bus to come by so they could fucking do that? Isn't that ironic? Isn't it weird? Those are Americans, man. Yeah, we need to talk about this shit. We need to talk about this shit. Because whether you support either candidate or you're like me and you support neither candidate, you should still be speaking out about that sort of behavior, whether it comes from the right as it did or the left. Now, I saw a guy with an American flag, and I retweeted this. I saw a guy with an American flag. He was a Trump supporter, and he went in the middle of those crazy motherfucking Antifa motherfuckers, right? And decided to go MAGA, 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 and wave his American flag. And one of those fucking Antifas went up to him and grabbed and ripped his American flag out of his hands. And so he tried to grab it back, and they started wrestling over it. And then a whole bunch of Antifas wearing black came over and started punching and kicking the MAGA guy with the American flag. They were swinging on him, and they had rods, and they had batons, and they started beating that motherfucker. Now, several things I want to say here. Number one, if Antifa is on the street and they're protesting, let them protest. All right? If MAGAs are on the street demonstrating, let them demonstrate. Okay? Don't interact with each other. You're out there to get a fucking message out. So if you're a fucking stupid ass MAGA or you're a stupid ass fucking Democrat, right? It doesn't fucking matter. Go with your people and go protest and go march. Okay? Stay the fuck away from the other goddamn protest. It's none of your fucking business. All right? They're exercising their right as American citizens on both sides. But when you start interacting, then you're violating their right to protest. You're violating their First Amendment right to free speech. And you're the one, okay? That guy with the American flag that went over there to fuck with those Antifas, he was wrong, okay? He shouldn't have done that. And when he got beat the fuck down by those Antifas, that's what he was asking for. That's what he was asking for. He went into the lion's den with a fucking weapon, okay? That American flag on a fucking rod, and he started fucking fighting with somebody over it. You know, hey man, Don't start a fight with somebody when his whole fucking group of friends is right there fucking with him. That just shows how smart a fucking MAGA is. Right? What are you, an idiot? You know, I can't remember ever seeing a fucking Biden supporter go to a Trump rally with a fucking Biden flag and start waving it in people's faces. He'd probably get the shit beat out of him too. Well, the problem there is Biden supporters are smarter than that. Either that or that guy just wanted fucking attention. He wanted to get the shit beat out of him so he'd be famous. But regardless, he got up and he walked away. The fact that 10 or 20 people all kicked him and hit him and he was able to get up and walk away, it wasn't that much of a fucking beatdown. You know, generally, if 20 people gang up on one person, they're dead. And they're not going to be able to get up and walk away. They're going to be dead. You know, it's just usually that's what happens when 20 people gang up on one person. That guy is so lucky that he was able to walk away from that. And my point is this. My point is, let people protest. Okay? This isn't about John Craig says they soft as fuck. I don't get what you're trying to say, John. The point is, when the Antifas or the Democrats or the left is marching, they're Americans. They have that right, okay? When the right and the Republicans or the Trump supporters or the MAGAs are protesting or rallying, stay the fuck away and let them do their thing. In fact, ignore them. Even better. If you don't agree, just ignore them. As soon as you step into that lion's den, you don't have my fucking sympathy. The Antifa group. Actually, John, no, they're not soft as fuck. Antifa's not soft as fuck. I would give Antifa total credit for not killing that guy. 20 people decide to not kill somebody, I'm going to give Antifa credit for not doing that. You know, they fucking popped him, they got their lick in, and they walked away. They didn't beat him until he was a bloody pulp on the ground, which is what that fucking MAGA deserved. You don't step into somebody's protest, all right? It's not your business. They're Americans, they have the right. As soon as he walked in there with his stupid American flag, he got what he fucking deserved. He got his American flag ripped up, and he got beat the fuck down. And luckily, because they were Antifas, they didn't murder him. And John, that's what you should be thankful for. Am I Antifa? Fuck yeah, I'm Antifa. Fuck yeah. I'm anti-fascist, aren't you? What, you're pro-fascist? You support fascism? John, you support fascism. You're either against it or you're for it, so you're for it, huh? I guess you're a Trump supporter too, huh? Yeah, I'm anti-fascist, of course. Yeah, definitely. It's like saying, are you anti-Nazi? Yeah. You have way more views when you stick to cannabis. Yeah, John, your little dick is hurt right now, bro, because you're a MAGA. Your little dick is hurt. Quit being a little fucking butthurt bitch over somebody's opinion. It really bothers you that much that my opinion differs from you? It's fucking hilarious. You're a butthurt bitch. Why are you even on my show? Why are you even here? Trump on the way to prison. We should all be so lucky. I don't fuck with Trump, says John, or Biden. Good, me neither. I personally agree wholeheartedly with you. David, thank you, buddy. Lol, says John. Dude, I don't vote. I don't vote either, John. I don't even understand why you got a problem with people that are anti-fascist. John, we call it cannabis on here. That's the only warning you're going to get. Since you seem to be using the word weed to perpetrate somebody, that's the only warning you're going to get in here before I block you. Seriously. I'll have a conversation with you, but you're not going to come in here and disrespect me or cannabis just because, you know, your little dick is shrinking that fucking big and you can't take it. Don't be so butthurt, dude. You know, we can disagree. And if you don't support Antifa, I'm okay with that. There's a lot of people that I'm friends with that don't support Antifa. But I'm going to explain to you why I do. And 20 people beating on one guy, not killing him, is definitely a great reason to support Antifa. You know, that guy deserved to be beat on. Oh, he did. Don't fuck with anybody's First Amendment right. You deserve to get beat the fuck down. You do disagree? Good. You do disagree. I know you do, bro. I'm feeling your dissent. And like I said, I'm fine with that. Were you expecting something different? I agree with you, bro. I'm Antifa as well. Brian Hampton. Well, Brian, I'm giving you a real clap, Brian. Thank you. Yeah, I am anti-fascist, you know? Donald Trump is definitely fascist. You know, he wants to control everything. He wants to have the final say on everything. He doesn't want the people's voices to be heard. He literally cleared a street so that he could hold a Bible up. That doesn't reek of fascism to you? I watch you all the time and disagree all the time. Well, good, John. That's healthy for you, bro. You should. You're obviously smart enough to do that, and I give you credit. You know? You agree with jumping on people when they... Oh, yeah! John, if I'm out in the street and I'm exercising my First Amendment right with my friends and we're protesting peacefully, and somebody comes in and tries to subvert that protest, yeah, jump that motherfucker. Beat him the fuck down. You want to have your protest on the other side of the street and wave your American flag? Fine. Don't come into my fucking march. Don't come into my protest. We're protesting something. Okay? Yeah, beat that fucker down. You got a problem with that, John? What? So when there's a Trump rally or there's a right-based protest, should I be able to just go in that protest and be like, Biden, it's an American flag, blah, 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 blah. And when they're sitting there trying to chant and do their thing and do their march and shit, would you appreciate that? Of course you would. Would I deserve to get my ass the fuck beat down? You goddamn right I would. But because I'm interfering with their First Amendment right. That's where I think you're wrong. Stay in your own lane. Right, Tina? Stay in your own lane. It's against the law. It's against the law. Beating somebody down is against the law? Not when that person is fucking physically getting into it with another person that's your friend and you're jumping in to help your friend out. Not against the law. Nope. In fact, I bet you that nobody gets arrested for that beatdown. Not a single person, because none of them broke the law. They were fucking protesting. Somebody came in and got into it with one of the people in the protest, which they shouldn't have even been there in the first place. And a bunch of people responded, you know, with more violence. Hey man, that guy was engaging in violent activity. They had every right to respond with more violent activity. That's has nothing to do with the law, bro. How you're explaining it, they did. That's not even a statement. How you're explaining it, they did is not a sentence. I don't even understand what you're trying to say. I'm pro-violence too. Billy, hey buddy, what's up? Unfortunately, I'm pro-violence too. In today's population, the only thing people understand is sharp pain. And that's the language that cops speak. Oh, right? Yeah, we learned that from cops, man. We learned that from the police, taught us well, didn't they, Billy? Yeah, I learned that from the pigs. Yeah, we use violence. When people don't comply, we use violence. No, I don't support violence. I support beating the fuck out of somebody who interferes with your First Amendment right. Oh, you want to fuck with my First Amendment? Well, then I will physically beat you up. All right, fuck you. John seems a little slow. Well, John is coming from the other side of the fence, and that's okay. He's coming from the right. I see where he's coming from. He is a law-abiding. He probably supports the police. I wouldn't be surprised if John was anti-Black Lives Matter. John, you'll stop? You don't have to stop. You don't have to stop. I'm enjoying the conversation, actually. It gives me, when we have conversations like this, it just gives me it gives me an opportunity to express, where I'm coming from on a lot of this stuff, so people understand it better. Now, if those Antifa people had gone in there and killed that guy, I wouldn't have supported that. Even if they had beat him down so that he couldn't have stood up to walk away. Yeah, the guy literally had a couple of bruises and a couple scratches, and that was it. That was it. He didn't get beat the fuck down. He deserved it, but he didn't get it. Actually, you're a felon. Yeah, I've committed felonies too. What's your point? Oh, so you're saying you can't vote? Yeah, I guess I was smarter than you. I didn't get caught. I had my sentences reduced to. Fuck that, I wanted to vote. Now I'm not even fucking voting this year because fuck the choice they gave me. Right? You guys are on your own. Oh, you guys are on your own. I see I got a message on Twitter. I'm assuming that's Evan's address. John seems like that kid that pretends to poke you while saying, I'm not touching you. You live in Alabama. Oh, God, John, bro. You got everything stacked against you, bro. You live in Alabama? Oh, my God, bro. I can't believe that there's somebody in Alabama that watches my show, and I got to tell you, I'm so happy. John, I'm glad that you're here watching. I am. And I love having you here. I hope you never leave. I hope you always watch my show. I want to be friends with you, bro. Cannabis is illegal here in all caps. That same with the Good Friday Agreement. Constitutions are run by convention laws from some mixed global law of 21 agenda state of the EU. Huh, Jacob? What? Not me. It's an advantage being over the pond, says Karsten. I voted for here, my electoral one, Megsy. That's why I'm a felon, says John. Dude, I'm here. Oh, from cannabis? A felony for cannabis? A cannabis felony? What's a fucking felony with cannabis? How much did you have? Fucking a whole dispensary? Have to step out for a few. I will be back if you're still on. If not, hope you have a great day. Tina, hashtag keep it open. Where are you going? You got to keep it open. Sweet home Alabama. Karsten, man. Right on, Alabama. Yo-Yo 420-666. Good morning. Can we smoke? Hey, man, are we trying to smoke on this live stream even? How long have we gone without using cannabis? Oh! 58 minutes! Look, if anybody ever tries to call me addicted to cannabis, ever, tell them to go watch this show. All right? Go tell them to watch this show. All right? It's 6 a.m. I've been up since 4, right? Maybe 3:30, actually. And I did a live show. I walked my dog. I got my coffee. Fucking did a live show. 58 minutes in. I have not used cannabis yet today. So how the fuck are you going to tell me that I'm addicted to cannabis? I'm literally doing a cannabis show and I haven't even used it yet. Huh? Huh? What? You just tell them to go watch this show. It'll prove that that cannabis is not addicting. Oops. I dropped my bowl. Nay, I hope I did not wake you up. Evan, you did not wake me up. I was up tweeting when that shit started. I was already up. I was laying in bed with my dog. I had my phone on. And it was, fucking full moon coming through the window. And I was tweeting. Avidly tweeting. And I was actually reading about the Biden bus being run off the road by... that was yesterday's news. I understand that. But I was reading people's opinions. I was reading witnesses' accounts. I want to do a little... I like to do a little research on things before I bring them to the table sometimes. And I came up with the conclusion, that I gave to you this morning. That it doesn't matter if it was a Biden bus or the Trump bus. That sort of behavior is unacceptable. It can't be tolerated. All of us should be speaking out against it. And every single person that was in a vehicle, that was in that train, that Trump train, every single one of them should be fined and jailed for taking part in that fucking thing. They were all part of it. Every single one of them. They should all go to fucking jail. And like I said, it doesn't matter if it was the Biden bus. I would support the same actions taken if that was a Trump bus and they were Biden supporters that were doing the same thing. It doesn't fucking matter which side you're on, guys. You guys have got to be able to see through the fucking red and the blue bullshit. If you're wearing your red glasses, you're wearing your blue glasses. You're fucking blind. All right? It doesn't matter. And I just look at you as a blind fuck. Weather, I hope I spelled weather right. Weather. It's W-H, right? Weather. Whether you wear red or blue colored lenses, I just look at you as the blind fuck that you really are. Okay, whether you wear red or blue colored lenses, I just see you for the blind fuck that you really are. Instead of fuck, I'm going to say indoctrinate. At Lee Camp. At Graham Elwood. At, not H.A. Goodman. At, Tim Pool, Timcast. At Tim Black, real Tim Black. At David Pacman. D. Pacman. Okay. At David Crosby. And David Crosby's got some blue fucking colored lenses on. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of blinded people out there. At Jimmy Dore. There, sent it out to some of my friends. We'll see if any of them like that. And I really want to smoke some cannabis, and I still haven't done it. And we're an hour into the show. Let's do some Alien Overlord, shall we? Just followed your page on YouTube. John, Craig, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that, brother. Megsy, thank you for adding Ron Placone on this live stream. Wow, thank you. I wish more people would be like you. I wish you guys would type your friends' names into my chat on Facebook, man. I wish you guys would do that shit. I wish you guys would share this in large groups. I wish you guys would do so much, man. I wish you guys would retweet this. I'm glad that I'm an independent, says Brian. Yeah, me too, buddy. Someone should start a YouTube channel, wear a bow on their head, and call it Miss David Pac-Man. Oh! That's funny. Billy, I do believe that you and I equally hate David Pacman. Same amount. I mean, I know that I share his videos with my audience. I think it's important that people see all sides of everything. But I fucking hate promoting him, man. I fucking hate promoting his ass on my channel. But, God, he's such a... He would never promote me, you know? Such a douchebag. I have exiting exciting news. Until comments settle, because I haven't spoken to Billy. Karsten, Tess Kelly. Karsten, Candy K. Morgan. Ah, Karsten's doing it. Thank you, Karsten. Thank you for telling your friends about this live show. Yeah, more people like Karsten, man. Please. Please, please, please. Let's fucking blow a show up, man. Let's get 100 people in here, man. You know I act weird when there's 100 people watching. Shit, I act weird when there's 65 or 70 people watching. Come on, guys. Don't you like it when I act weird? Don't you guys like it when I look all uncomfortable and I don't know what to say and shit? I'm like, there's 100 people here. Okay. We're smoking. I like trying to do everything that I know everybody wants to see. I'm going to do another bong hit. I'm going to do a dab. NatesGarden.com. You and I are going to have to smoke a few joints together, Brian Hampton. Right on, Brian. Brian, how did you find me, man? How did you find my show? Let me know. Cyber Style. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis isn't for all. Cheers, everybody. Nick, you've been blocked from my live stream. You don't get to come on here and tell me what to do. It's my show. You can't tell me what to do. When life gives me lemons, I make beef stew, and I block you. See how that works? Jonah, where have you been? Jonah, where have you been, buddy? I'm so glad you're here. You shared to 30 groups on Facebook. Holy shit. Do you want a t-shirt, Jonah? Get on Twitter, Jonah. Get on Twitter. Send me your address in a private message on Twitter, and I will send you a t-shirt, and your shirt size, and I will send you a t-shirt. 30 shares, 30 groups on Facebook, bro. All right, look, we're an hour in, right? The show is just starting. Seriously. The show is just starting. So let's do the intro, okay? And I'm going to take a little break, and I'll be right back after the intro. All right? If the intro starts for me. Let's see. My computer's acting weird right now. Oh, there we go.
Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself.
Oh, you fucking cunts. You fucking cunts. You fucking cunts. You fucking cunts.
Prepare yourself.
You fucking cunts. You fucking cunts. You fucking cunts. Where's my goddamn fucking player at? Fucking assholes. Here we go.
It starts with an F. Bullshit!
Reporting in live from Northern California, home of Nate's Garden and all things gardening, where you'll find me in the hashtag gardeners on all forms, sorts of social media, especially at naysgarden.com. Head there now, learn how to grow 4 pounds. This is the Ox Project from Orlando, Florida. You'll never learn it's all yours. You'll never learn from me. I bleed for you. I was singing along. Okay. My mailbox was custom made in the 90s by an Appalachian woodworker. I'm trying to refurbish it by morning. Not looking good. Woodworker. Welcome back, Jonah. I absolutely love this song. Oh no, I shared 6 years. Love the intro. Woo, Nasert. Hey, Debbie, where have you been? Is everything all right? When you're not first in my chat, I'm concerned. I am really concerned about what's going on. So, all right. Well, so far in the first half of the show, we covered, and the title. Can anybody tell me what the title of this video is? Maybe I can just copy and paste it here into... Yeah, here we go. Cannabis drying and curing. Yes. So, we talked about that, but I just want to go over that again really quick. So, the one thing I learned this year by doing... I remember reading in books where it says when you're harvesting your cannabis, you wait until the plants snap, till the stems snap, and when they break and they snap, that's when it's time to pull them down off of your drying racks and jar them up and start curing them. That is bullshit, and I figured that out basically over the last week. And if you can figure out the day before, the room smells normal because I've closed all of the boxes. You can't even smell it. So, but I want to finish this statement. Wait until the day before you think those, and I made a video and I put it up on my Twitter, so you guys can all go to Twitter, Nays Garden on Twitter. You can all watch this video, okay? It's Nays High School. You should search hashtag Nays High School on Twitter to see all of my high school videos. But in this episode of Nays High School, I show you a stem out of one of these boxes, and I demonstrate for you the proper crispness of it, or lack thereof, when it's the right time to put it inside those boxes and start curing. And you want to make sure to let that air out so you don't start molding. And you want to turn it, and you want to make sure it's not all touching each other for several days, or touching the sides of your jar or your container for several days when you're doing this, or you will mold. But if you do it this way, you will get your buds to the perfect point you want them, to where they won't mold, but they'll still be spongy, and they'll be soft, and they'll be the perfect consistency for everything. Now, if you like crunching it up into and rolling joints, you might want to do that full cure. You might want to do that full drying process and let it go until they snap. It's not my thing, though. I do bong hits, man. I like my buds spongy. You know, I like them. I like them resilient. I don't like them to crackle apart. And you guys know I hate when I get all these little pieces of cannabis on my desk, and I'm always sitting here cleaning them off and shit. Well, when I have a spongy bud, not as much leaf comes off of them. You know, it might come down to personal preference, but I have a feeling they're going to be a little bit smoother and it'll taste a little bit better with just that little bit. This guy, I'm going to just block you. He's obviously just typing shit to see his. It's like funny. I could tell when someone types something and they just want to see it scroll across my screen. I'm just going to block you, dude. Bye. Where was I? Are we smoking? Are we smoking a half smoked bowl of Alien Overlord? I do believe we are. All right, man. This is how I do it. Sometimes. It looks like the man in the moon and a monkey. It's the man in the moon and he's sitting next to a monkey. Let's see if it'll focus. So you guys see the monkey and the man in the moon? I don't know. It's got to focus. Hold on. Bud Art with Gardner Nay. There it is. The man in the moon and his friend the monkey. You guys like that? I don't know. I see it. I see a man in the moon and a monkey. I totally see a man in the moon and a monkey. And if you don't, it's okay. But everybody who's joining the CCOCC, that's the cream cheese Oreo cookie cult, you have to have definitely admitted that you saw the man in the moon and the monkey. And nobody else has to say that. But everybody that's joining my new cult, which is the cream cheese Oreo cookie cult. Cream cheese Oreo cookie cult. If you're joining the cream cheese Oreo cookie cult, press number 1 if you tried it yet. Press number 1 if you put cream cheese on an Oreo cookie and you have joined my cult. Welcome to the cream cheese Oreo cookie cult, my friend. No, it's the CC... Oh, Karsten. I have to smack you on the top of your head now. It's CCOCC, not COCC. What, you left off the cream, son? Or you left off the cheese? Hey, you can't leave off the cream of the cheese, pal. What are you even doing? What are you looking at there, pal? You can't do it like that. Nobody even does it like that anymore, pal. Psh, unreal. Psh. Let's do it. Let's do it. Can we smoke? All right, I'm having fun. Let's smoke, shall we? Hey, there it is. CCOCC. Thanks, brother. That is... Karsten is in my cult. Oh, you guys have tried it? Megsy, you tried it? So, Megsy's in my cult now, too. I got Megsy, I got Karsten. There's 2 people in my cream cheese Oreo cookie cult. Oreo cookie cult. Cream cheese Oreo cookie. Oreo cookie cult. Cream cheese Oreo cookie cult. I don't even know the name of my own cult. If you're joining my cult, there's only one way to join my cult. If you want to join my cult, you have to go get yourself an Oreo cookie and put some cream cheese on top. Now, I recommend Philadelphia brand, but it doesn't have to be. Get an Oreo cookie, put some cream cheese on it, and when you take a bite out of it, think in your mind, think about chocolate cheesecake. All right, think about chocolate cheesecake, and then take a bite out of the cookie. Oh, you're not worthy. You are not worthy for my cult until you try this. I'm going to smoke to that. I'm going to smoke this man in the moon monkey right now. Now, if you saw that, you're in my cult. Cyber style, no law regarding cannabis. Cannabisism to this for all. Cheers, everybody. Hey, Michael Schwartz, what's up, buddy? May the Schwartz be with us. May the Schwartz watch more of my shows. What do you think about that? I'd say we switch to dabs. Ain't no activity going on Twitter, my friend. Psh, unreal, pal. Nothing's even going on. Michael Schwartz goes, what's that? What's all at the same time. It's fucking great. There's people who actually don't know what that is, which makes it even better. I finished my coffee. Why am I looking at my cup? I put it over there because it is done. Psst, unreal. What are you doing, a dab? Yeah, nobody's even doing dabs anymore. Pal, what are you doing? What, do you still got Dino's dabs here? What, are you holding on to Dino's dabs? What, are you not going to give Dino his dabs back? What's wrong with you, pal? Psst, nobody even does that anymore. What, are you opening up Dino's dabs and showing them to everybody? Psh, nobody even does that anymore, pal. Unreal. What are you doing? Nobody's doing it like that. Nobody's even doing that, pal. Nobody's doing that. Psst, unreal. You're not gonna smoke Dino's dabs. Psst, unreal, pal. You got a hell of a good restraint there, pal. Dino's dabs taste really good. Psst, Dino's dabs are friggin' fire. Psst, unreal, pal. This stuff is called. It says Mids Factory. I love it. Mids. Mids Factory. Oh, it's got a name on there. Ice Cream Sundae. Ice Cream Sundae. And it does taste amazing. The new. Have you made any rosin with the new plants? Yeah, I made a little rosin. The earlier. Yeah, you know, the earlier copy machine sounded like that. Carson said, Travis Olmstead is giving a happy face and fire there. Lola J says, is you remember me? Filipino J from OnlyFans. I visit you. Big show. OnlyFans. You OnlyFans. Billy, that was the best Super Bowl ad to see for the first time in history. Evan 420, those look fire. David C. Baker says yummy. Evan 420 fire. You know what I like to do in the morning, guys? Dino is the one you learned of. I'm sure his dabs are fire. Karsten, yeah. Yep. Dino helped a lot. But I helped Dino as well. You know, I showed him some of my tech as well. But, you know, I like to snort half a line. I only snort half a line of Super Male Vitality in the morning. And there's a reason that I do that. You know, I like the energy. Personally, I like the focus that it gives me. And in the morning, when I have to deal with my wife, my family, it just makes it that much easier for me. And now I only snort half a line of Super Male Vitality. Remember that. I'll go in the bathroom and I will literally chop it up on our marble countertop in there. And my wife, she'll come up. Honey, what are you doing in there? I always tell her, Hunt, I'm renovating as usual. I'm snorting my half a line of Super Male Vitality, babe. And then I'm gonna renovate this bathroom as I do daily. I do daily renovations to the bathroom. Today I'm working on the grout. I think it's gonna be beautiful when I'm completed. And you know, I put a couple hours in the bathroom, renovate. Wife comes in, she says it looks beautiful. It always does, but allow me to explain. Of course, she forgets from one day to the next that I do this daily. I renovate the bathroom daily. She comes in, she's surprised. She acts like, oh, honey, you've renovated the bathroom. I say, I know. I've renovated the bathroom. It's gorgeous as it always is. I do this every day, hon. You don't seem to remember it, though. So, yeah, you know, so I will appear on Rogan sometimes, and I will get things right from time to time. I like to do this. I like the shotgun approach with news. I just throw everything out there and just hope that something's going to stick. Eventually, one of those pellets is going to hit the target, and a little birdie's going to fly down to the ground, and we're going to have us a little chicken dinner. You know what I mean? So, after, you know, I'll leave the house. I'll usually catch an Uber because they took my driver's license away. They caught me snorting some super male vitality. I was doing an interview at the police department. I forgot where I was momentarily. I had a momentary lapse of reason. I whipped out my super male vitality bottle, and of course, all the people there, they all have super male vitality and super female vitality as well. Our law enforcement officers, whether they are super males or super females, they are, of course, using the product, but they're unfortunately not accustomed to seeing someone like myself, Alex Jones, going in and taking only half a pill of super male vitality, because once again, it's only half is the highest dosage I could take at a time. So, of course, I chopped up half my line and snorted it, went into my usual reptilian, shape-shifting aliens from outer space that are doing interdimensional travel in conjunction with the Chinese and the North Koreans rant. And of course, they immediately slapped the handcuffs on me, put me in jail, and charged me with public indecency because I was actually naked at the time. Because one thing I usually don't say during these podcasts, which are on prisonplanet.com. Of course, you're going to want to check me out at infowars.com as well. I went to I usually, when I'm snorting half line and renovating, I usually am, of course, naked in the bathroom. I don't know if you guys ever picked up on that before, but I stripped my clothes off in the police station. Like I said, I forgot where I was. I snorted my half line of super male vitality. I went into my rant and I nailed every point like I always do. The super male vitality, snorting that line, it keeps me focused, and it keeps me completely in the moment. And I guess, it was a little too much for the police officers. The women and the men that were there in the room were slightly offended, put me in jail, and they did charge me with public indecency, exposing myself. They charged me with, they charged me with possession, several things actually, on several different counts of possession of this and that and the other. I'm not going to get into the specifics of that. And they charged me with illegal use of drugs in public, public intoxication. They charged me with driving under the influence. Now, I was not in my vehicle at the time, but I did hijack the Uber driver's vehicle from him while I was sitting in the back seat. And I took over the vehicle and proceeded to the police station to conduct my interview. So, just remember, let me just read through some of these here. Billy Valentine says, replying to Billy Ellison, great point. They gave the goon whiskey and it was over. That's 2 out of 3 interviews that happened with Alex. Shame. Oh, they got me drunk. I've been prone to drinking from time to time, but Billy Ellison is saying, one of the interviews I hated most by Rogan was one of the ones I wanted to see most. It was ruined with alcohol. That was the one with Les Stroud. Rogan was drunk and just being a dick. Billy Valentine, replying to Billy Ellison, in Rogan's defense, there's no Bigfoot. That's a very interesting group of commentary there you guys have inserted. I appreciate that. I've got this dab here, but I like to only snort half a line, but I like to do a larger dab. Obviously, this guy Trendy Nays, Oh, he's Gardner Nay now? He's changed, he's Gardner Nay? Oh, obviously Gardner Nay has, not put enough dab on that dabber. I've got a higher resilience level. I could take a much larger dab, obviously. We're gonna just kind of juice that up there, like I like to do. We're just kind of gonna pick that up, make that visible. That's what I like to say. It should at least be visible. The dab should at least be visible. This guy, Gardner Nay, he doesn't know what he's doing. Now, like I said, sometimes when I'm using a torch, I fall back into my old drug usage habits. I'll be chopping up a line, only half a dosage of Super Male Vitality in the bathroom. Sometimes I will fall back into those same tics that I used to get when I used to use hardcore drugs. But let me tell you, it's just a reminder now today of how healthy and how pure Super Male Vitality really is when I'm consuming it. I realize we mine Super Male Vitality from the deepest caverns underneath the Alaskan Ocean. And let me tell you, I've gone down there in a submersible myself. I have inspected these caverns. I've seen the operation. And we get the purest product. And now also, I'm going to tell you about our iodine, of course. It's going to protect you against all forms of radiation. Our water purification systems are of the utmost quality. And we've got some protein bars that are going to knock your socks off. You could literally survive off of our protein bars and shakes. Our water purification will keep you healthy, and you can shower in the water, run it through our purification system, and then drink your own gray water. That's how good our water purification systems are. Cheers to all of you. No law regarding cannabis. That other thing that he says and the other thing he says. Cheers. He's got a tricky rig there. I had to figure it out. Of course, we know about the gay frogs. We know about the wastewater turning the frogs gay. I usually have coffee, but I'm out. I'm out of coffee. I don't know what to do to get this mug filled with coffee. I'm going to pour another cup of coffee. It should be tasty for all of us. We should all enjoy this tasty mug of coffee.
Swift here with FlexFuel and the entire FlexFuel family of products. Hey everybody, we've got some Flex Oil here I'd like to show you. Now remember, If you ever have something that breaks apart, just grab some of this flex oil and rub it in. It'll put it right back together again, like Humpty Dumpty falling off a wall. You'll be glad that you heard it, y'all. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Phil Swift, and started before I begin. Bye, folks. Flex Fuel and the entire Flex Fuel family of products.
I think I lisp a little too hard, but he does have a slight one.
Hey everybody, Phil Swift here. Phil Swift here. Hey everybody, Phil Swift here.
I'll get it. Hey, you'll get it. Keep working on it, pal. You'll be great. Whoa, what's going on here? Look at all these people. You're great. I have my confetti. Nay, I bought whipped cream. It's not confetti, but close. It's confetti. Billy misses prison coffee. So there's more. There's more to the story. Have you guys seen this? Rockstar go bye-bye. Rockstar go bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Rockstar. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Rockstar. Rockstar go bye-bye. Look how bad that Rockstar is. Rockstar go bye-bye. So, the Rockstar is... I got to drive it up on that trailer. It fucking walked up that bitch like it was nothing. Fucking bump bump. It was up. So... it's going to the shop to get rims and tires. Big fat motherfuckers. Could lift it another 2 inches. Could possibly lift it another 2 inches. So, plus, it's got a problem with the starting. It won't start. And hopefully I'll get that fixed too. Rockstars don't belong on trailers. Yeah, it won't start, bro. Oh, there's grinding in the transaxle. There's grinding in the transaxle. There's some grinding in the transaxle. In the UBC joint, there's some in the 4-wheel drive engagement. When you put it in 4-wheel drive, when you put it in, I'm screaming at you guys. When you put it in 4-wheel drive, is it distorting when I do that? I'm screaming right into the microphone. Oh my god. Look at me. Look at me. What? Why? Wah, 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 wow. What? Why? Shut up, yo. You're very good, yo. You're no good, yo. Shh, sit down. Sit down, yo. You're no good. You're very good, yo. You're very good. I'm very impressed with you, my friend. You're very good. Shut up, yo. What are you going to say about it? What do you got to say about it? What? Say it. What? Shut up. Yo, sit down. Shut up, yo. You stop talking and shut up, yo. What do you got to say about it? You got something you want to say? Okay, listen, you want to say something? Go ahead. Say it, pal. What do you got to say? Go ahead. What do you got? Go ahead. Say it. What do you got? Shut up, yo. You're no good. It's a little loud on the headphones. I'm so high right now. I start doing voices when I get really high, don't I? Dude, do I start doing voices when I get really high? Is that what I do? Is that my thing? I did a whole hour of just talking, and then I'm like, I gotta get out of it. Is that what's up? Unreal, pal. Nobody even does that's what's up anymore, pal. Unreal. Unreal, pal. I make that sound because it won't start. That's the, it won't, it's like, hey, nay, you got that beautiful fucking Jeep, and now, it won't start. I can't even use it. Can you imagine having that and not being able to use it? And look at it with the little tires on it. It's going to look so different. Oh my god, it's going to look so different. What? Holy shit. Did you guys see how clean I got the interior? Oh, by the way, did you know that I'm a car detailer? Hey, do you guys want to learn how to vacuum out your car without a vacuum? You want to know an old detailer's trick? I'm the old detailer. You want to learn an old detailer's trick? Car detailer's trick? I can tell you how to get your vehicle, the floor, that clean with no vacuum. Okay? Now, this vehicle right here, that's a slight exception because of those, you see the rail at the door? Look right where the door is. You see that fucking rail that goes about 2 inches, above, an inch and a half or so above the fucking floor mat? See that? That makes this trick a little hard. But most cars, not an air blower, Steven. Let's say you don't have an air blower. Okay? Let's say you don't have an air blower. Let's say you don't have power at all. Let's say you're on your driveway or you're out on the street or you just want to clean your car out. This is all you need, guys. A microfiber rag this big, right? And it's only going to take you a few minutes to do this. Check this out. Take the microfiber rag and just fold it in a triangle like that. Fold it like this, right? Then grab it from here. Okay? That gives you this, right? And it gives you this, and it gives you, look, it gives you this, and it gives you that. You see that? See those 4 things right there? When you hold the rag like that? Okay. Take the rag, grab it firmly, take the floor mats out, knock the floor mats off, take this rag on the floor mats, and beat like this against the floor mats in a pattern, in a I want to say an orderly geometric pattern. I'll usually go something like left to right, down an inch, 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 like this, right? That floor mat, I guarantee you, if you didn't spill a fucking milkshake or a Coca-Cola on it and there's not mud on it, something wet, it's gonna look fucking brand new. Now, if it is got that on it, don't worry. I'm gonna show you a trick. If it's got mud, ground in Coca-Cola, any of that, you're still only gonna use this, and I'm gonna show you how it works, okay? It's easy. Take the floor mats out and do the exact same thing to the floor. Start at the center console on the floor and just go on this and go towards the door. Now, most cars don't have that thing there. So you are literally, oh, you're getting a new doggy. Oh, yay. Oh my God. That's awesome, Megsy. That's awesome. Yay. 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 That's awesome. I want pictures and videos. All right, so start at the center console like this. So simple. And then from the and one of you is going to go do this. One of you is going to go do it. Your carpet can be a total fucking mess, disaster, full of all kinds of grasses and all kinds of shit. And it's all going to come out. You'll see. And if something is stuck in there and doesn't come out, usually like one or two things, like a cat hair or fuzz or something, take your fingers and just pick it out, throw it out. Take your fingers and just pick it out, throw it out. That's it. Look, most cars don't have that ledge. It's going to knock all the dirt right out. You work your way all the way to the edge like that in a sequence pattern. Left to right, left to right, left to right, left to right. You'll be done in 30 seconds with each side. It'll take you, it takes 30 seconds, right? Go to the back door, same thing. Do the seats. You can do the dashboard, all with this rag. You don't need a vacuum. Now, if you have, when you're done with all that, and you have a muddy or dirty spot, anything, if you have access to some water, just get this wet. Get those four tips wet that you got right there. Get them wet with water, and do the same thing with a wet. I swear, it's gonna clean it right out like a goddamn carpet cleaner. Just hitting it, you smack it. You hear that? You smack it like that. You'll be surprised how amazingly powerful and effective that is. You might not ever use a vacuum cleaner in your car again. You know, I should go out to my Chevy, which was a mess for me and the dog, me and the dog, me and the dog, and my friends, me and the dog, me and the dog, and my friends. It's been a mess. I haven't cleaned it in a long time. I went out there with this rag right here, this very rag, and I did that very thing. And it looks fucking brand new in that motherfucker. And the outside looks nice too. I got water leaking out there. I gotta turn that off. Huh. Yeah, I think I got some water leaking out there. I just gotta turn off my pressure washer. It's on, obviously. Or the water to it is on. And it's dripping out just a little bit somewhere. Oh, shit. Yeah, remember the trick. Remember how you get the four corners, right? See how there's one corner here and there's four corners here. Remember the trick, okay? It's so easy. It is so easy. I bet some of you were thinking that thing's not even folded up. It is. It stays like that the whole time. You just fold it into a triangle like a bandana. That's all you have to do. And there's your two. You see your two corners on the bottom, and you're holding the other two corners. Those are your four corners. You grab it right here, and you've got four fucking whips. 4 whips. And this will, you can clean, if your shoes are dusty, this will clean your shoes off too. But do it outside. And if they're dirty, you wet this and do it. And you clean your shoes off. Mountain man fucking tech, son. I've been detailing cars since before some of you were born. So I got a lot of car detail tricks that you can do right on your driveway, and you don't need power, electricity to do any of it. Like my Escalade has got really bad paint all the way around. It's like dirty, you know, it's lost its luster. So I went over and I rubbed some one of the products I have in, you know, I found the right one, man, and whatever I was using, it makes it look brand new. You do the windows and the paint, and it makes it look brand new. I started it, but my elbows and shoulders were achy a little bit, so I just kind of left it, but you can see a massive difference where I was doing it. Right on, Megsy. Hell yeah. It's almost 7 o'clock. It's almost 7 o'clock, top of the hour coming up here. You know, I'm excited. I sent a copy of this to Lee Camp, Ron Placone, and Graham Elwood. All three of them. I don't think I sent one to Jimmy Dore, but I should have, man. Maybe I did. Maybe I did send one to Jimmy Dore. Not like I don't have his address. So, you guys, this is expensive. It's 35 bucks on Amazon. Something like that. But you guys can all read all of this information. You can read all of this information for free. It's all available for free. It's at jackhair.com. Right? And then you click on the link at the top of the screen. It says The Emperor. Click on the Emperor link. That's the link to The Emperor Wears No Clothes. It's every chapter. It's all the text from this entire book. It's The Emperor Wears No Clothes by Jack Hare. Dedicated to Captain Ed Adair, father of Scarlett. He was my teacher, partner, and friend, the most honorable man and bravest freedom fighter I've ever known. Publisher's dedication to Jack Hare, in loving memory of the Emperor. Pictures of Jack Hare. Here's the table of contents, which is actually pretty interesting to just read the table of contents. Here, let me move this back out of the way here. I can show you better. Brief summary of the uses of hemp. Look, overview of the history of cannabis. Cannabis, hemp, what's in a name? Why is hemp so important? Brief summary. Ships and sailors, textiles and fabrics, paper, rope, twine and cordage, art, canvas, paints and varnish. When hemp saved bush. Lighting, does it say? Lighting oil, yeah. Biomass energy, medicine, food protein, building materials and housing, economic stability, profitability and free trade, smoking, leisure and creativity, the challenge, the greenhouse effect and the bureaucrat, plant diagram, Schlichten and the decorticator. New billion-dollar crop. a report in Popular Mechanics in 1938, the year after they banned it. The conspiracy against marijuana, the last days of legal cannabis. See, it says the conspiracy against marijuana, and they use that word a lot in the book, and they use that word also there to say that that word was invented for the conspiracy. It's just, they just used the word, they should have used the word cannabis more in this book, in my opinion. But this book has taught me so much and will teach you so much, and there's so much in it. I mean, hemp seed as a basic world food. The therapeutic, of course, we all know about the therapeutic use of cannabis. We all know about that. Hey, Patricia. And here, check this out. Energy and economy, clean, renewable fuel, biomass for energy abundance, family farms or fossil fuels. What's the catch? World War II, energy security, free enterprise, high profit. There's something in here from Woody Harrelson. Tommy Chong. Huh. Oh, what's in a name? There it is. Huh. This book is it's a fantastic read. It's just amazing. I highly recommend it. I have to see if I sent one to Jimmy Dore and Steph or not. I can't remember if I did. They need a copy of it. Man, I just don't know if I did. I just don't remember. Right, Billy? Still sleeping. Out. Good, Billy. That's great news. Good, man. Good. Glad that everything's back where it should be. I have a recording of Crossroads, the movie, with Steve Vai in it, you know. And in it, there's a part where they play the intro to the guitar solo at the end of the movie on an acoustic classical guitar, and he's playing to a timer, click, 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 click. And then it goes, and then it just kind of ends. Just kind of ends right there. And I realized, dude, even when they're playing it on an acoustic guitar, that the speed is so much faster than what I play it at. So much faster. I'm thinking I have to get a metronome and work up to that speed. It's unbelievable how fast. Because when you play it at the right speed, okay, when you play that musical passage, the beginning one, at the right speed, it breathes. It's got some kind of a effect. Those arpeggios, it sounds like it sounds like it's fucking alive. When you hear them playing it that fast, it's so awesome. I want to be able to play it that fast. You know? So, hey, happy 710, everybody. Cheers. It's 710. Yeah. Smoke them if you got them, guys. No law regarding cannabis. I'm bringing 3 of my guitars to my luthier today. I have to pick which ones I want them to set up first. God damn. He said bring 3 at a time. I can't remember which one of my guitars had that dead spot on it. It was driving me fucking crazy. It was either the Strat or the Seafoam green guitar. And I was like, I don't know how the fuck they're gonna fix it. Blah blah blah. Which guitar is it? No, I think it's this one. It's easy enough to check. It's an easy check. You just play every note up where the problem is and you find it really fast. Here's the guitar pick right here. Here we go. I don't know. It seems okay. Oh, oh. There we go. Found it. Okay, so this one's going in. I'm gonna take the worst guitars. So this one will go. I'll put y'all over here. This is my pot right here. This is my pot right here. Right here. Alright, the other ones that are bad, I think. I mean. One of these was really fucking bad. I'm gonna take the ones that are really bad. I think this is one right here. I think this one's bad. Oh, there it is. This one's going. This one you can't even play it, so this one's going. Tile number 2. This was my Strat playing, man. My Strat is my favorite fucking guitar to play. Plays pretty good. That's what's my favorite guitar. Oh, wait. That's a problem. There he goes. I think that's it. Yeah. Maybe it's okay. God, I was pressing so hard. Barely have to touch it. This one seems fine. I'm gonna just think that this one's okay. But this, I know I need both of those guitars set up. this Kramer. This Kramer might be here we go. It's all fucked up. This one's going in. Okay, cool, I got them. These three are the bad ones for now. And then I'm taking all of them in. But for now, man, it's going to be great. You know, I'm going to get those guitars, because those guitars right there, those three guitars, they rock. They've got all three of them have awesome pickups in them, man. And if they're set up right, oh my God, it's going to be so fucking fun. So, I'll get the cases. I've got some orders I need to put together. So I'll go to the mail and I'll take those over to his house. Yeah, I'll take care of my outgoing stuff. Maybe I'll make those shirts for you guys that I was going to make. If I got time to do it. All right. You guys take care. Thanks for watching. Let me tell you about my friend RonPlacone.com. You go check him out. And he's also at LucyandRon.com. He's also on YouTube at Ron Placone. He's also on Twitter at Ron Placone. You can tweet him at Twitter your news articles, and then he'll read them on his show. Get your news on with Ron on YouTube. Make sure when you see him on YouTube that you subscribe to him and that you hit that little notifications thing and hit all, so you get notified every time he goes live. You do that for my channel too, Nays Garden. Do it for Graham Elwood too. You know, so you get notified. Lee Camp too, so you get notified when they go live. Also, check him out on Instagram, Facebook, Ron Placone, Ron Placone. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Ron Placone. Okay, cool. You guys, thanks for watching the show, y'all. I hope you all had fun. I will see you on the next one. Yes, Ron plays guitar. Yes, he does. All right, and I'm going to be playing the hell out of my guitars when I get them all set up. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. No law regarding cannabis, you guys. Remember that. Go on Twitter and be nice to each other. Don't perpetuate the hate. Okay? Instead, shove the love. How's that? All right. I love you guys. Take care. Bye, y'all.